Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So huge news. Stephen Amell just announced that he and Stardust are going to have a rematch on Arrow Season 5. I mean, I'm even wearing my Stardust v Amell t-shirt. Everybody's always like, what's this t-shirt? This is from SummerSlam last year when they fought each other.
Weighing in at 225 pounds, Cody Rhodes! His opponent, hailing from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 220 pounds, Stephen Amell! We have an announcement. We have a new guest star on Arrow this year. Mr. Cody Rhodes.
So what's going on? Stephen Amell just announced that Stardust will be coming on for one episode. It's episode 3 for season 5. It'll be kind of like a rematch for their Stardust v Amell from last year. If you guys missed it, between season 3 and 4, Stephen Amell went on SummerSlam, like right after Comic-Con, before season 4 started. And up to that moment, he and Stardust had been teasing this rivalry. Like, he went and watched the match himself, Stardust got all up in his face, so they teased this big rivalry, then they paid it off during SummerSlam. Stephen Amell ended up winning that match. They were really nice. I mean, most of those fights are choreographed, so behind the scenes they usually have an idea for who's going to win the fight. Like, they have a general plan for how the fight is going to go. So naturally people are like, when are you going to do this again? It was so much fun watching him get the shit kicked out of him and him jumping off the ropes. That was actually a pretty badass finishing move. And he even got approval from Warner Brothers to wear his Arrow costume. He's not allowed to wear that in public unless he gets permission from Warner Brothers, just because it's IP. But Stephen Amell actually said something really funny. He's like, I didn't really explain exactly what was going to be going on to the people at Warner Brothers. So for insurance purposes, it's usually really hard to let actors do stuff like that. Usually studios are like, no way, we're not going to let you almost kill yourself. You're our most precious asset. You're the lead of one of our TV shows. If you go down, how are we going to make the TV show? So it all ended up being pretty cool. But then what happened is Stardust left the WWE. So it's like, how are they going to get into a fight unless they go to a bar together and have too much to drink? So the easy answer is Stephen Amell goes on his TV show, now he comes on Stephen Amell's TV show. But they didn't really say anything about the character he's going to be playing. He could be like a heckler while Mayor Queen is trying to give a speech, and he just dives off the podium to stop him from yelling. The other thing we don't know is if Oliver Queen is going to be fighting him as the Arrow or as Mayor Queen. Like, will it happen during the day? Is it going to happen at night with his Arrow costume on? So either way, Stardust is going to be a comic book character or he's going to be some rando dude that Oliver just has to take out. The only thing I think we can count on is that there will be a fight. They will totally throw down. So because Stephen Amell was able to win that SummerSlam match, I think that they'll give Stardust some really good shots on Oliver. He's just the latest in the grand tradition of crazy wrestlers coming onto TV shows and being crazy characters. You probably remember Edge from The Flash Season 2. He played both the Earth 1 and Earth 2 versions of Atom Smasher. So what would be really cool is because Arrow is doing like the proliferation of vigilantes in Star City, you have to remember after 3 years of people trying to destroy the city, that everybody that's left that's still willing to live inside Star City is probably batshit crazy. So of course they're all going to turn into vigilantes and start going crazy. I'm going to clean up my city, but up inside all their heads, it's going to be complete crazy town. So obviously Oliver's going to be like, okay, I understand you want to make the city better, but you can't kill anybody, so just chill out, bro. So there's basically going to be like a bunch of Omars just like wandering around Star City going crazy. So hopefully Stardust will be able to be one of those people, you know, like somebody who wants to make his city better, but is just totally crazy. So he goes way over the line and Oliver has to stop him. That's basically what's going to be happening with the main characters. There's 2 big new main characters that they brought onto the show that I've talked about in previous episodes. They're kind of like Punisher types, people who are vigilantes just like the Arrow was in season 1 who kill people. So now part of the drama is that Oliver's on the other side of this equation. You know, he used to be the guy who was killing people, trying to make his city better. Now because he's the mayor, he's like the man on the hill. So he's got to figure out how he's going to deal with all these people who are killing bad guys. Because taking down bad guys, really awesome. Killing people, not so awesome. And Stephen Amell has been teasing, like one of the things that he's most excited for in season 5 is kill shots, meaning that there will be a lot of bodies dropping. So I'm expecting when they drop the Comic-Con trailer, we will see a whole bunch of bodies dropping. Like, how do you tell everybody that watches the show or used to watch the show that a bunch of vigilantes are going to be killing people in season 5? Well, you put some of that in the trailer. You just stuff a bunch of awesome, gratuitous kill shots in there. So let me know, Stardust coming on Arrow, what do you want his character to do? I feel like it would be a really good opportunity for someone to just heckle the shit out of Mayor Queen while he's trying to give a speech, and then later that night, that same heckler does something to break the law and Oliver gets to take him down and beat the shit out of him. So speaking of beating the shit out of stuff, I'm going to be doing a Berserk video later tonight. If you've never watched that anime, it is super hardcore. It's streaming on Crunchyroll right now. So be sure to watch Berserk Episode 1 on Crunchyroll. That video will post a little bit later. I'll explain what's going on because if you haven't watched anime before or you haven't watched Berserk, it's super hardcore. So trigger warning. It is crazy, but it's going to be a really awesome summer anime and it's going to be streaming each week. There'll be a new episode each week. So while you guys wait for that to post, you can click here to learn all about the villain for Flash Season 3, a couple theories about who Tom Felton's playing, and you can click here for my review and the Easter eggs from the Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.